So you've picked up the papers to file probate. You have everything filled out to the best of your knowledge. You had everything notarized, and now you're ready to return the papers back to the clerk of court to be filed. But what happens next? Today, that's what we're going to talk about. Hi, I'm Denise Davis. I'm a North Carolina Realtor and a certified probate real estate specialist, and I help people who are going through probate, who needs to file probate, and who also has real estate to sell. Now, before we dive into the topic, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that notification bell, give the video a like, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. In doing so, you help my channel to grow. Now, let's dive in. So once you have filed the papers from the court, you want to be on the lookout to receive your letters from the court. Now, these letters are very important, and it's what gives you the authority to manage the estate of the decedent. Now, when I say decedent, I'm talking about the person who died. So now one of the first things that you want to do is file a notice to creditors in a circulating newspaper in the county where the decedent died. Now, the purpose for this is to let unknown creditors know that you are filing probate, and that if the decedent owed them any money, then they need to come forth with a claim before a certain amount of time. Now, that time is 90 days from the first time you run a notice in the paper. You have to run that notice one time a week for 4 consecutive weeks. But from the first date that you run that notice that first week, the creditors have 90 days to file a claim that they are owed money from the decedent. Now, you also have 75 days to make known creditors aware that you are filing probate. And the known creditors are creditors who are sending statements to the house or who are calling to the house. You know that there is a bill. You may not know if that bill is accurate or not, but you know this company is saying that the decedent owed them money. You also have to make them aware. Now, the same notice that you ran in the paper, you can also send that same notice to them. The creditors that you know about and that you are planning on paying, you don't have to send them a notice, but you do have to pay them and show proof that you actually paid them. So the first step is to find out who these creditors are, make sure the claims are valid claims, and wait until the end of the 90 days to decide who's going to be paid first. Now, keep in mind that there is an order of how payment is supposed to be made. So you don't want to just go jump and say, oh, I'm going to pay this credit card off here, or I'm going to go pay Larry here. You want to make sure that you're doing it in the order that the probate laws dictate how it has to be paid. And I'll provide a link below to that form so you can see who you are supposed to be paying first. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to take a closer look at the decedent's assets. You now have the authority to call the banks or any other accounts that he may have had to find out what is the true value in these accounts. You also want to find out if real estate is involved. What is the value of the real estate? Now, in North Carolina, real estate does not have to be pulled in probate, but if for some reason creditors come forth and there's not enough money in the estate, the court may order, or even you can request that the real estate be pulled into the probate case in order to be sold so you can have the money to pay the creditors off. So you want to start finding out the value of all of the assets, be it the furniture, be it cars, be it motorcycles, boats. You want to find out the true value just in case you need to sell these things to pay the creditors off. Now, after the 90 days is up and you have all the claims, if there is not enough funds in the estate, then you do want to start selling things. The money will need to be placed into an estate account, as well as the money that is in bank accounts and any other type of accounts. All of that needs to be transferred into an estate account, and the creditors will need to be paid from that estate account. But once the creditors are paid, what's next is the heirs or the beneficiaries, and both. That seems to be where the difficulty starts coming in. because sometimes it'll be one family member thinks that they're not being treated fair or feel like they're being left out or they don't know what's going on. And it seems like a big division comes into the family. So the important thing to do if you are the administrator or if you are the executor is to communicate with the other heirs and the beneficiaries, because they can take it to court and let the judge know or let the clerk of court know that you are not communicating with them. And there will be a chance that the clerk of court will take you down and can appoint someone else, or may even just appoint an attorney to handle things. So communication is key in this. You want to make sure you are communicating with everyone where they stand at with things. Now, if the real estate did not have to be pulled into probate, you may find that some of the heirs are saying they want to keep the house, they want to move into the house, and some heirs are saying that they want the house to be sold so they can get their portion of the inheritance. Now, whenever there's a big division like that and they can't come together, then you probably will want to seek out the help of an attorney to file a petition to partition. Now, keep in mind, if you are one of the heirs who's saying, no, I'm going to keep this house, I want to live in the house, I don't believe Mama would want the house to be sold, all it takes is one heir to go to the court and say that they want the house to be sold and ask the court to do it. And most likely, the court is going to do it, because in a sense, if someone says that they don't want the house sold and they're going to live in the house, they're sitting on the other heirs' inheritance. And in all actuality, they don't have a right to do that. If the other heirs agree to it, that's one thing. But they can't hold up the other heirs from receiving their inheritance because they want to stay in the house. Now, they do have that option where they can buy the other heirs out. And if they want to do that, that should be fine. But if not, then most likely that house is going to be sold and the money will be split amongst all of the heirs or beneficiaries. Now, once all the creditors have been paid, once all the heirs have received what is rightfully theirs, a last inventory will be done. And that's basically just where you will show everything that came into the estate account and everything that was paid out, and just to show where everything went. So you want to make sure that you're keeping receipts or statements, anything that you do, and anything that you get signed, you want to make sure you have these things on hand so you can give to the court to show this is what you did. In the end, it should be a zero balance, because whatever comes in should be going out, be it that it's going to creditors or that it's going to the different heirs. It should be a zero balance. Now, once this is done, that's the final accounting. As long as everything has worked out, then the estate should be closed and then you're free from it. So I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, that you would like to ask, leave them in the comment section or feel free to reach out to me. So if you have property that you need to sell in North Carolina, be it estate property that you inherited, or property that you just own and you want to sell, please reach out to me. We'll discuss the best option to get your house sold quickly and for the highest price possible. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.